here we are. It's TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. And this is me, Oberon, with my Friday show, The Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges. It's a quick, zippy little reading. It's going to get quicker, perhaps, for every sign of the Zodiac. So I just try to zip through it. So basically just 2 or 3 cards, including who's coming towards you and a possible reason why. All right, so I'm going to use, for the main reading, the Scorpio Sea Tarot, because I am, of course, a Scorpio, but it seems to have a bit to say about emotions. So let's do it. And like I said, we're starting off with all the zodiac signs, starting off with Aries. And these are good for sun, moon, or rising. So you can read any particular reading interpreted to your sign, whether it's a sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign. So Aries, we are asking the question then, what is the emotional vibe for the week? And the cards want to tell me, because they just keep popping out here. Not sure why, but they are. All right, Aries, sun, moon, or rising. The emotional vibration of the week. It's the Ace of Cups reversed. So it seems like some things are a non-starter. Maybe something was going to happen, but it just seems to not be working out. This would especially be applying to relationships, of course, because it's cups. What is your challenge this week? And it is the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is upright. So the challenge may be to try to continue to move towards this emotional adventure, whether it's a person you want to get to know better or start a relationship with, or if it's any other emotional situation that that you would like to advance. All right. So now I will use the Final Rose Tarot. There it is. And we're going to just do quick shuffles on these. This is who's coming towards you. And so I will just flip cards until I get a court card. That represents the kind of person it is that's coming towards you. And then the very next card will represent the kind of idea of why they are coming towards you. Is it something relationship involving, or is it maybe more about an argument? Well, I may have to fasten this up a little bit. Okay, here it is. It's the Queen of Cups. So it could be a woman, it could be a mature woman, you know, somebody who maybe is a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. The next card is the Hermit reversed in the moment. This person could be coming to you because they suddenly feel compelled to come out of a more solitary, lonely kind of existence that they might be having. So they probably are somebody you know who maybe is a moody kind of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. And they're coming to you, I believe, because they are seeking companionship. All right, we'll move on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What's the emotional vibe for the week, Taurus? And it's the Six of Coins reversed. Six of Coins or Pentacles. So I think the vibe is kind of pulling inward a little bit. I think there's less of a feeling about sharing. This may be due to finances, of course, it's Pentacles. But we'd like to apply this to the emotionality, and maybe you're just feeling that others, Taurus, you might be feeling that people don't appreciate you as much as you feel you appreciate Others, there I said it. I know there's at least one Taurus out there that will say, yes, this. So, second card, what is your challenge, emotionally speaking? And it's the Five of Swords. And I think your challenge is figuring out how to walk away from some of the scorched earth that maybe you're feeling here. It may be that this represents that this is a time, to really make an exit from a particular relationship or social situation. All right, so who is coming towards you then? And possibly why? And it's the King of Wands. It's called the King of Roses here. And so that could represent male or female, basically somebody who is a doer. So executive producer. So there's somebody who really has a mission to perform. If they are coming towards you, it could be interesting. And it's the Chariot reversed. Maybe they feel they need you to motivate them. They're so used to really being able to taking care of everything and just really handling it. They either need you to help them, motivate them, put them back in the game, or maybe they're here to lend you some tips on how they do it. And we'll move on to Gemini then, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sun, Moon, or Rising. What is the vibe for the week? That's the Seven of Cups, upright. So the vibe for the week really is feeling the pure pleasure of having a lot of options, maybe emotionally. And it's not just about like maybe choices of a boyfriend or girlfriend. It could just be about being able to savor and enjoy a number of options you have that span the realm of emotionality. And the holidays are here, so a lot of people are making plans to have special visits or spend special time with people. Things like that could be amongst what these special choices are to you. So good luck with that. Now, what is the challenge? And the challenge is the Five of Wands. And so the challenge is staying on top of all that. Don't fall off your horse. Feel like you can meet the challenges of getting very involved emotionally with people and circumstances and the environment around you because, of course, it's the holiday. I like that. All right, Gemini, who is coming towards you? It's going to take a while, but here they are. And it's the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Rings. They're upright. Says the single mom. So this could be an earth sign. This could be somebody like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They may be somebody that is, in fact, an earth mom kind of personality. They may be somebody that really wants to nurture and knows exactly how to do it. What is the challenge for the week? So that's your vibe, by the way. So that's what you're feeling maybe about yourself, like this is time to hunker down and really take care of yourself or somebody that's very important to you. Now, the challenge for the week is the Six of Cups, which is upright. And so the challenge for the week is remembering everybody, especially at this time, that emotionally is important to you. This is a time to maybe, if you're willing to spread some motherly care and cheer, Earth Mother type, remember that cousin of yours or that aunt or uncle or grandparent who you don't get out to see as often. You try to remember them this Christmas. All right, moving on to Cancer then. Sun, Moon, or Rising. And what is the vibe for the week? It's the reversed King of Cups. So for Cancer, you're not feeling your normal, more cheerful, emotional self. You may be pulling in a little bit. You may be feeling a little bit destitute in the emotional department. You may be feeling like there's somebody you're not pleased with, and maybe you would like to, figure that out. What is the challenge for the week? Is to not let this stagnate. That even if it is the holiday time, if it's something that's important enough to you, maybe you need to bring that. All right, who is coming towards Cancer? You're here somewhere. It's the reversed King of Pentacles. It's an earth sign. It could be a mature man, a man from 35 and up, perhaps. Um, I think they're coming towards you because they need your help with something. It's maybe an actual material problem. I'm not sure if they're somebody closer in your life. It has to feel like maybe it could be somebody like it's your brother-in-law and they're looking for a loan. I don't know. Um, why are they in fact coming towards you? They are in trouble of some sort. They have probably, this is for you, Cancer, they have probably run afoul of certain situations that they're having some bad luck of some sort. And they're probably coming towards you because they need your help managing and putting things back together. So if you have an okay relationship with them, if they're really important enough, you may be a little busy spreading Christmas cheer and helping out. All right, moving on to Leo then, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And the vibe for the week, Leo, is the Three of Cups reversed. And I think you're feeling like something emotional related that normally is uplifting is kind of backfired. It doesn't feel right for some reason. I'm sorry, I had to make an adjustment with the camera. It may be that you feel like, you're being shirked or shunned by people that normally would be very interested in your presence. And so that could be, pondering. What is your challenge this week? It's Judgment reversed. So it does seem to feel like, Leo, somebody is not digging your vibe for some reason. Um, I'm not really sure. At this holiday time, it just sort of feels, Leo, like maybe this is a situation where you feel you need to stand your ground, but you might need to really listen to what's going on with the other side. And I just realized I screwed that up. So all right, Leo, what is your challenge? And your challenge is coming out of hibernation of some sort, coming out of a solitary mode. You may feel like, emotionally speaking, you're just not vibing with everybody, especially if maybe people are trying to ignore you. Your solution should be, no, get right out there. All right, Leo, so who is coming towards you then? And we're using the final rose for that. And it is, once again, the reverse King of Pentacles. So, Leo, you two have a person who's maybe an earth sign coming towards you, and maybe they're not really good at managing parts of their lives. They are coming towards you. It's the Emperor, because they need some help that you can give them. And they feel they don't have much to give you, but they might try to give you something in return. So watch for that, Leo. I don't know. That's a weird vibe on that one. Like, maybe they need your influence, is what it sounds like. They need the influence that you might have with somebody that could be beneficial to them, Leo. All right, we will move on to Virgo. Sun, moon, or rising. What is the vibe for you this week, Virgo? It's the reversed Four Wands. So something feels like maybe you two feel like maybe you're not part of the family at this time of year, or you feel like you're being overlooked or disregarded for some reason. You want to just get to the party. So emotionally speaking, you're wondering what's going on there. Now, what is the challenge for the week? It's another reverse card. It's the Two of Cups. So I'm actually wondering if some of this is because your status quo in a particular family or social setting has changed because your dynamic or relationship with someone else has changed. And sometimes if you're really, a member of a family, but only because you're married or associated to somebody, if that primary relationship ends, that may end your other relationships within the family. It's not always fair, but oftentimes it's the way it goes. All right, Virgo, who is coming towards you? Let's give these final rose cards a good shuffle. Virgo, who's coming towards you? It's the reversed Queen of Swords, also known as the bitch. So the reverse Queen of Swords could be a woman of any age, but possibly mature, dignified in some respect. But she is kind of converse towards you. She may be the kind of person who's making a decision. This is the vibe. Wait, this is who's coming towards you. So this is an air sign. She could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And so there's a quality in some respects about judgmentalness. Now, why is she coming towards you? And it may be about another person. It may be about a Page of Pentacles kind of personality, an optimist. Or this is the quality that she brings with her, too. That pages sometimes are invitations. She may be trying to invite you into something that would be a better use of your skills of not only being optimistic, but of questing towards truth in certain respect. And kind of fits because the Queen of Swords has a judgmental quality, somebody who maybe is seeking truth. I'm wondering if this is a person who's trying to get your angle on a particular situation where a decision or judgment about character or something is going on. Just a thought there. All right, we'll move on to Libra now. Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, Libra. What's the emotional vibe for the week, Libra? It's the Emperor reversed from this particular deck. And the vibe sort of feels like maybe things aren't working exactly the way you want. Um, you're looking for cooperation from people that might be able to help you, or you're looking for where your own skills or resources are going to help you in a situation. It must be emotional, but it doesn't really feel like what they're adding to you in help is making much of a difference. So what is the challenge for the week, Libra? It's the Nine of Cups reversed. So if this was about working on something, a plan to get what you really wanted, and I could see the Emperor having that kind of energy to get what they want. But the Nine of Cups says it's probably not meant to be. This wish may not be fulfilled and may not actually be a good one for you for various reasons. Who is coming towards you, Libra? Right. And it's that Page of Pentacles, the optimist. Uh, this is a younger person. They may be a student type. They may be in college, something like that. They could be an earth sign, once again, Capricorn, uh, Virgo, or Taurus. Why are they coming towards you? And they're coming towards you, perhaps it's because of the Knight of Swords reversed. They may have felt that they made a blunder in something. They moved too fast in something, and they might be hoping you can give them some aid in straightening out a situation. So if it's a student, maybe they need a little help with, setting aside a better way to study or to be focused on their task. I think it's something like that, maybe. Good luck with that, Libra. All right, we'll move on to Scorpio now. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Scorpio. And we are using the deck named after you, the Scorpio Sea Terror, which I think I kind of like. Maybe I want to keep it here for a little while. And the vibe is the King of Cups. The vibe says you're doing your best to be really kind in these week or two before Christmas. You're trying to be helpful. You're trying to be kind, good-hearted, benevolent. This may be about a particular situation. I'm not really sure. But that's the overall vibe of the week, is you being charitable. Your emotional challenge this week is death. And that means a great change is coming. And it could have something to do with the holidays. Maybe emotionally speaking, you have to change something in a big way, and that may change how you come off emotionally to people. I'm thinking it could be moving out of the sphere of interest or influence with people, as in maybe you're moving away, or changing jobs, situations that could change relationships dramatically with people. Don't forget, email, Facebook. All right, who is coming towards you? Once again, it is the Queen of Swords. She's upright this time, so she has a better disposition. She's an air sign. She is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Mr. O is a little tired, I think. He's tearing down here. So they possibly are coming to you because there's something going on that maybe they need your input on, your decision. Or it could be this. It's the Six of Pentacles. It could be about saying what is really necessary to share between people to show that they really care, that they're involved. This is the holidays, so once again, people usually are really good at giving presents to show how much they care. This may be a person that you haven't seen in a while, or maybe somebody who has presented as a little bit prickly, but maybe they really want to show that they do care. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And the vibe for the week is the reverse Nine of Swords. The vibe for the week suggests that maybe you're trying to work with a lot of anxiety and figure out ways to put it aside and to realize that some of this you're putting on yourself in a way, and if it's about other people's problems too, then you need to have a boundary there to some degree with that. Now, what is the challenge for the week? And it's a good challenge. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's upright. The challenge could be really figuring out what is your best timing. What is going to happen in the way that brings the best results to whatever your actions are intended to do. And so, yes, maybe the challenge is also realizing that in certain ways you could be lucky and you need to figure out how to best exploit that. All right, Sagittarius, who's coming towards you? Who? Who is coming your way and why are they? What's going on? Totally hate when this happens. Of course, because it's the one I wanted. And it's a King of Pentacles. Boy, this guy's really getting around here. The King of Pentacles is that earth sign that could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. They're usually somebody that wants to manage things, whether it's for themselves or for you. They're good-hearted. They just want to control stuff, I think, in a way. And they're showing up again with the Emperor. I think the Emperor showed up before recently. And so it really is about that. The reason they're showing up is that maybe they feel they are able to help you. That's what it is. I think they're able to help you. It is possible that also they are recruiting you to join their team. So I don't know, Sagittarius, if you're looking for involvement with anything, this could be what it is. It could represent the idea of a new job coming to you or new involvement. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What is the vibe for the week, Capricorn? And it's the world reversed. So right now, from an emotional point of view, there's dissatisfaction because something just didn't work out the way you wanted it to. There may have been something you were trying to do and it just didn't meet your particular standard. So if you're a student, you didn't get the marks you wanted. If you were a worker, maybe a product or situation just didn't produce as well. Or maybe you're the boss and you're looking at somebody else's productivity and realizing it's not up to the challenge. What is the emotional vibration or challenge for the week? And it's the reverse Ten of Swords. And I think it's staying out of trouble. I think that there could be a little bit of some backbitingness going on around you. I'm just going to say that because of the world reverse sort of could indicate a situation where there's a little bit of chaos going on. And I'm wondering if maybe you're in an environment where there's some backbiting going on. You need to figure out ways to neutralize what's trying to neutralize you, Capricorn. Who's coming towards you? It's the Knight of Wands. He's literally running towards you, the front runner. The Knight of Wands perhaps is what you've been waiting for emotionally. Or it's you. You feel like you just really, no, this is coming towards you. I'm sorry. So the Knight of Wands, that is a fire sign. That's Aries. That's Leo. That's Sagittarius. Um, I feel like emotionally speaking, they are probably coming towards you for that reason. They're really wanting to get to know you, really wanting to be with you in some respect. Oh, it's the devil. They want to oppress you. They're very drawn to you sensually or in an obsessive way. So I feel like you are possibly about to have a stalker that could be a fire sign, maybe a young man. Folks, you can't make this up. Right, Aquarius. And the reversed Emperor is your emotional vibe for the week. You are feeling like you just can't seem to accomplish what you want. It seems like none of your abilities are working for you right now. If you have partners that normally are able to advise you or help you, even they don't seem to be able to be much help right now. So there's something going on for you. It just sort of feels like you're very uninspired. You're not really dealing with what you need to deal with. And there's a great change coming. I don't know how or why, but emotionally speaking, something is really about to change. It will probably reverse this or make this a lot better. So watch for that. Who's coming towards you? It's the King of Cups. How nice. So the King of Cups is a person who emotionally is very giving. They could be a water sign. They could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But they are coming towards you maybe because they have a lot of care that they want to express. And they want to help you in some way. It's the King of Roses. They may be feeling that they could really help you even if it's not about moving into a relationship with them. So I feel like this is a really good friend who is coming to you to maybe give you a business proposition or network with you in a certain way that really has benefits for both of you. Right, we'll move on to Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What is your emotional life for the week? And it's the Eight of Cups. And you are feeling like you need to make tracks out of here. You need to move along towards something you know is going to be better for you. And I think it is about emotions. So it's most likely within your heart and mind. I don't think you're moving or leaving a relationship. I just think you're advancing yourself in terms of how you think about these things. You may be coming to new conclusions that maybe will be really satisfying for you in some respects. What is your emotional challenge this week? And it's the Knight of Coins, which is upright. And your emotional challenge may be to keep moving forward with this, to keep moving towards this idea of a better understanding of your emotional capabilities and your emotional underpinnings, where you want to go. That progress will happen, but not necessarily swiftly. So you just need to stay loyal to that. All right. Who's coming towards you, Pisces? It's another long road. But it's the meathead. It's the Knight of Swords reversed. And the Knight of Swords reversed is a true meathead because they they probably just don't know how to do things. They're just blundering. This is a person who maybe is not very young, but they're not very old either. They're kind of should know better. They might be in their 20s or 30s. They are an air sign. They're Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And they're afflicted in a certain way. They just don't seem to be very directed, I guess would be a way to do that. But why are they coming towards you? And it looks like there's another person or idea here. The Page of Flutes, which is a young person of cups, but it's reversed. And so the idea here could be too that oh, it's really kind of crazy. I guess this knight, this young man, really is kind of clueless when it comes to something emotional. I'm almost wondering if maybe they have mixed vibrations and they feel like maybe you're trying to be interested in them. Or maybe they're just making sure that you're not, or that you are. I don't know, it's a little bit mystifying with that one. But that's Pisces for you too, maybe. Well, that was kind of a long haul, so I don't know if I'm going to do it this way again. It just seemed like it took too long to get through that. I like it a little bit shorter. But we'll see you next time. Don't forget to watch the happy hour tomorrow at 10 a.m. Banshee's Material Matters at 10 a.m. on Sunday, and our live stream from 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday also. Until then, take care.